Hello and welcome to what was a windy but sunny day here on Throsby Creek for the 2016 CDRA Sprint Championships. I'm Ben Homer and I will be your host, and Lachlan Patey will be joining me in commentary for the feature race of the day, the 2016 Linwood Throsby Gift. And Lachlan, it was a dramatic race, wasn't it?
Absolutely. The wind, a strong westerly, was playing havoc all day, especially during the feature race of the day, which is the Linwood Throsby Gift.
Well, let's have a look back at it now. So we're almost about to get underway in the 2016 Linwood Throsby Gift Final. Lachlan, what are the keys for the cruise?
Gemma Wilson, in Newcastle Rowing Club, a member of the double, has had an absolute clean sweep of racing this year. Odin McIntosh and Liz Johnston from Newcastle University Boat Club, two incredibly strong rowers. One's ex-nationals, and the other one is also making her season debut. Lake Macquarie have got Tess Fearon and Peter Stevenard, both Australian Masters champions.
Yeah, some strong rowers in the boat there, and actually Liz and Odin were in the mixed double, the first boat to go for Newcastle Rowing Club back in 2014 when they last won the gift. So we'll lightning strike twice for Newcastle Unis. We build up to the start here, almost about to get underway. The 2016 Linwood Throsby Gift, we are underway. Newcastle Uni and Lake Macquarie in shot there. Newcastle Rowing Club furthest to the left, but Odin and Liz both back in the boat for the first time this season, and they're going to be the team to beat. They're going to be the crew to beat.
Absolutely,
Newcastle Uni.
Ben, they are. They really are. Two very strong rowers that we've got going here.
And as we mentioned, Gemma Wilson in the Newcastle boat, she has had a fantastic season. Now, Peter Stevenard and Tess Fearon in that Lake Macquarie boat, so they're furthest to the left of screen right now. They were Australian Masters champions at Lake Kawana on the Sunshine Coast in the mixed double. They did 344 over 1,000 metres. So they're an impressive crew there, but it looks to be Newcastle Uni who have got the jump on Stevenard and Tess Fearon early on.
Oh, they definitely have. A very high rating coming straight off the start there, which is absolutely favourable to such a short 400-metre course.
And as you can see, they are moving across. They are just in front of Lake Macquarie. Newcastle over on the far side. From that angle, Newcastle looks to be ahead, but as we know, as we come into line for the camera, it looks like Newcastle Uni may just have them from that wide shot.
Very deceptive course at this point, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to be about half a boat length, so we've got the double, the first leg, just about to finish. And it's going to be Newcastle Uni going into it probably with about half to three-quarters of a boat length lead over Newcastle. Lead. Yeah, Lake Macquarie back in third.
They are.
So the fours are up next, and then it'll be the quads to finish us off here for the Linwood Throsby Gift. 3 boat classes in this race. And Newcastle Uni, they won it last year. They're looking to make it 2 out of 2.
Jeez.
So Newcastle Uni still with the lead. What have Newcastle got to do, Lachlan, to bring them back?
Look, they've really got to have a very, very high rating. They've also got to make sure that their power is absolutely surging through the boat. This is pretty crucial for such a short course that you really get this straight off the start.
Uni's 4 is very experienced. Alexandra Frost, Chantel Lindsay, David Webb and Rowan Hislop. They're coxed by Conrad Bond. So a very, very experienced crew from Newcastle Uni. And they're surging through the middle of the course. There's been 15 Linwood Throsby Gifts before this one. Newcastle Uni have got the job done in 6 of them. They're looking to make it 7 this afternoon. Newcastle, they want to make it 5.
Oh, they really do.
So Newcastle Uni with half a boat length lead back over Newcastle, and then Lake Macquarie, they're back in third. You'd probably count them out of it at this point, Lachlan.
Unfortunately, yes. It very much looks like a battle for supremacy between Newcastle and Newcastle University.
So Uni look like they've extended the lead that their double with McIntosh and Johnson got them, and they come to the line with probably a boat length back on Newcastle.
I would say definitely a boat length there, Ben, which is very good, particularly coming into this final and very crucial part of the Linwood Throsby Gift, which is the quads.
Well, the quads, Newcastle have got a very strong quad. Evan Gresham, Harry Bendel, Tian Ashman and Grace Harvey in that quad. But Uni, they're not too bad either. They've got a great quad too. Ingrid McKellar, Amy Hill, Jason Nissen, Anthony Mudjic. Plenty of experience in that Uni boat as well. Newcastle Rowing Club probably not as experienced, but they've got plenty of youth.
And they've got plenty of power there as well, Ben.
So here we go from the water. Great to have this shot from the GoPro, as we can see here on the boat race officials boat, and it's Newcastle Uni. They look like they're coming together here.
Oh, they
both
do.
These boats, they're making a beeline for each other. as we see Newcastle Rowing Club still further coming across the course here. They'll need to fix up their line, but it's Newcastle Uni Boat Club that look like they're pulling away. Newcastle,
what a surge there.
Yeah, Newcastle are trying to lift. Can they pull it back to maybe half a boat length? Look at this surge from Newcastle.
What a lift.
Yeah, they're really pulling Uni back, but Uni now have lifted themselves into the last 100 metres now. It's very, very tight, but it looks like Uni may have it as they come into the 50 metre mark. 50 to go for Newcastle Uni. It looks like they'll get the job done. And it's seventh heaven for Newcastle University as they win the Linwood Throsby Gift yet again. And it's their 7th title in the last 12 years. All their 7 titles that they've won have been in the last 12 years. Gee, Lachlan, they're just outstanding in this race, aren't they?
They absolutely are. This seems to be where they really shine in the regatta season.
So there they are, the winning crew in the quad, as I mentioned. Jason Nissen in the stroke seat, rowing his slop. And then in the back 2 seats, Amy Hill and Ingrid McKellar. So Lake Macquarie crossing over the line in 3rd. Unfortunately for them, they just weren't in it today, were they?
No, they unfortunately weren't. There might have been the lack of power within the boat, but they certainly are very experienced.
Now we'll just have a look back at the replay here of that moment that Newcastle, we thought they were going to pull back Uni, but they just couldn't do so.
Yeah, they did have quite the surge there, but unfortunately, I think Uni actually noticed that and said to themselves, you know what, we are not going to let this go down easy. We are really going to push through, and that's absolutely what got them forward.
And when you are in front, you get that surge of energy, don't you?
I really think it's adrenaline.
Well, we're going to have a look at the finishing times now, the standings, the official results, and Newcastle University. There it is. So 4 minutes 6 seconds. 4:06.35. Newcastle Rowing Club 2.85 seconds behind them. It was tight, wasn't it?
It was very tight.
With 4:09.20 and Lake Macquarie a long way back, 4:31.86. 22.66 seconds behind Newcastle Rowing Club and just over 25 seconds behind Newcastle Uni. So not their day today for Lake Macquarie.
Unfortunately not, no.
So we're going to go down to the winning boat, an interview with the club captain of, the president, I should say, of Newcastle University Boat Club, Chantel Lindsay. She's with Lucas Holmes.
Another successful race, Chantel. How do you think it all went?
It went pretty well, considering it was a bit of a challenge racing in the 4 that had sort of guys and girls with, very different stroke lengths and power, but we were pretty happy with winning it again.
Yeah. Awesome. That $500 is a fairly large amount of prize money. What do you think it's going to go towards?
It's a huge amount of money for our club since we don't really have a lot. We're a university club, so hopefully it'll go towards some doubles that we're looking at purchasing. We did just damage one 2 days ago, so awesome.
Newcastle University have a fairly good affiliation of winning this event. What do you think that comes down to?
I think maybe it's a lot to do with giving it a go and really just trying our hardest. We did have a lot of crews trying, and sometimes just size matters. We're pretty big, so I don't know.
Righto, thank you.
So there you have it, an outstanding day of racing today in the 2016 CDRA Sprint Championships, the 2016 Linwood Throsby Gift. Rode and won, Lachlan.
By Newcastle University, absolutely.
They were just too good yet again, and it's back to the drawing board for Newcastle Rowing Club. Grammar weren't here this year,
yeah,
so
if Grammar were, they probably would have made it quite interesting.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I think sets it up nicely for the coming years. All right, so that wraps it up this afternoon. Great to have your company for the 2016 Linwood Throsby Gift Final. It was Newcastle University, too good. Newcastle Rowing Club in 2nd, and in 3rd, Lake Macquarie. Thanks for your company here on Oasis Media.